Hey, what's going on? This is Muriel from the Sunshine Family with some very important Costa Rica travel tips, especially for those thinking about flying to Costa Rica. Well, why am I making this video? Well, one, I live in Costa Rica, but two, I recently also was flying to Costa Rica and I stumbled upon two major challenges. And I'm gonna tell you all about it. It's my intention to help those coming to Costa Rica for whatever reason. Perhaps you already live here, perhaps it's your very first time to come here. I'm just on this mission to share everything I've learned myself, and that's what my channel is all about. So if you're new to this channel, welcome, and consider to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get a notification every time I upload a new video. That's always containing valuable information about Costa Rica living, but also if you're a Costa Rica traveler, I'm assured that you will find valuable information there. So yeah, let's just dive right in. First of all, for everyone who is following me for a while, I have been very, very quiet on my channel. Am I quitting with my Costa Rica videos? No, not at all. Actually, I am on a mission to do more according to videos and my Costa Rica channel. But I needed my focus on an event that I hosted for the very first time for my Dutch and Belgium speaking, because we share the same tongue, in the Netherlands. For those who are new to this channel, think, who are you? I'm here for Costa Rica travel tips, and I'm going to be flying to Costa Rica, so just cut the crap and just share what you want to share. But I think it's important to know that this is not just a channel with videos. You know, this is part of my mission to serve and to help people all around the world to live a lifestyle by design, right? Since I started my online business, that was my goal, to work towards a lifestyle by design, and being able to move to Costa Rica and to travel back and forth to Costa Rica as often as I wish was once part of my vision. And for everything that I do online and about my coaching programs, and if you want to learn more about my major income streams is affiliate marketing and how that all works, you can decide to just click one of the links below my videos, or you can decide to skip this whole introduction and listen to my Costa Rica travel tips according to flying to Costa Rica. But for those who want to learn how I am able to have an online business and to find out if an online business, the way that I have built it, is something for you, go to the description / comments below my video, click on one of the links and learn more. It's simple. Okay, Costa Rica travel tip number 1. Really, I experienced it again. This is for those, and you might think, duh, but I still was online with people who forgot it. And okay, here it is. You need a return exit ticket. Yes. So this is especially for people traveling to Costa Rica who are tending to stay longer than the standard 90-day visa, tourist visa. That's going to be stamped automatically. When you're entering, you get a 90-day free visa for Costa Rica, okay? Tourist visa. Now, I once had a phone call, and gladly my daughter was there because she's fluent Spanish, and that was a couple of years ago. My mother-in-law was visiting, and she was almost 80 years old. She was visiting my house, yeah, and she was planning on staying for 4 months, yeah, and she didn't have a return ticket. They almost put her on a plane, okay? They almost put her on the plane back, because they just want to keep out people who will keep hanging here and stay illegal immigrants, so to say. So there is a link below my video that is, and this is what I've done this is how we helped my mother-in-law. At the spot, we booked an onward ticket, and you can see with which company we booked it. It's a booking link. It's an official ticket that you can book. You pay about $12, and it automatically cancels that flight ticket. So it's a real ticket. So that gives you an exit ticket that you can show. And often when you have internet, after purchasing, there is the ticket in your inbox and you can show that, right? So that's what we've done with her, right? Said, okay, just stay put, be patient, we're gonna help you, okay? So what happened with me? I am an expat living in Costa Rica and I applied for residency. Now Costa Rica immigration is very, very slow, and I'm waiting for a long time now for my official paperwork. I did all the fingerprints. So this is for people with expediente. So you have your paperwork, you have your file number, you did your fingerprints. Now you have to wait for the appointment where they're going to assign you the official plastic card. So you're officially have residency based on whatever, but that's what all my other videos are about. If you want to learn more about residency and stuff. Without that paper, the previous time my husband was coming to Costa Rica. So here's an important Costa Rica travel tip. He was accepted with that paper. I have expediente, no plastic card. He didn't have a return ticket yet. And he was allowed. So I thought, hey, that's so great. It saves me $12, not for $12, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna trust the Costa Rica custom process that they see I'm gonna be a resident. I did all my stuff. They will be able to look it up in the computer. Well, what happened? I had a she at customs. She refused me. So a huge Costa Rica travel tip is you always have an exit ticket and don't you risk it. Because I took the risk and I counted on getting a warm welcome, but she was kind of, I don't know if she had a good day. And she said, no, it's a paper, it's not legal. And I said, but I have an expediente, it's not official. You cannot get through, you need an exit ticket. So what I did, Costa Rica travel tip. There was a big line. I was the first one in customs to enter Costa Rica because I was in the front of the plane. I said, okay, no problem. I said, I have a ticket. I do have it because I travel a lot for work and stuff. At the spot, I always have internet or roaming. I have a Costa Rica phone number, but also, I don't know, find something that you always have your return ticket already there. At the spot, at the desk. She said, oh, you can stay in line and wait until all the others. I said, no, I have it. I didn't want to be the last one. And at the spot, I ordered my return ticket. And boom, I say, oh, here it is. And then she let me in. For her, it was an official thing. She didn't want to break the rules. That's fine. Officially, she could refuse me, but she could also let me through. So that's when I was allowed. So always have your return ticket. That could be a bus ticket, but that could be an onward ticket. Literally below this video, I will share with you the link that I use at a company that have served me many, many times also for doing border runs and stuff. You need to show a return ticket. Serious. Okay. So I saved my butt with that, right? So I was in. Yay! Then I had a domestic flight. Here comes my second tip, guys. Be flexible if you're flying to Costa Rica. And if you're going to be flying through Costa Rica with domestic flights, be flexible in your wallet. Be flexible with your time. Why? I will tell you what happened. So I finally got through customs, right? With my onward return ticket. Yay! And I had a very beautiful connected domestic flight with one of the two companies that fly here. They're both good. So it's also not a promotion speech about one of those. But it's a domestic flight. That's a small plane, more or less maximum 12 to 15 people. It's those small planes, right? It's not the first time that something happened with that flight, right? With one of the planes whatsoever. For what reason? It could be weather circumstances. It could be engine circumstances. I finally was boarded on the plane with others as well. And I had the last flight of the day because they don't fly in the dark. for tourists. They do for, I think, for emergency flights, when medical emergency flights they do, but not for tourists. So we were boarding at 5 p.m., last flight of the day, and we had to leave the plane because of engine problems. So what do you do? Well, I already knew, because I live in Costa Rica. I am flexible, and I am flexible in mind and wallet. So there we were, all at the desk. They said, well, sorry. We definitely can rebook your flight and help you arrange accommodation for the night. But they do not pay for your accommodation for the night. So it's really your own problem to find a place, if you are on a budget, to find a budget place or to share whatever. Now, I was in this group. We all were like, okay, well, it is what it is. We wanted a hotel as close as possible, close to the airport, because we were rebooked for the next morning at 6:45. Then you have to be there at 6, and then you have to, well, you can tell what I want to say. You have to be there on time at the airport. So you want to be as close as possible. You want to sleep well. You want to go to bed early, no hustle, and take a ferry and a shuttle to your destination. Instead is like another 6 to 7 hours on the road and on the ferry, which was not possible at that time anymore, or you had to rush a lot. That was not an option for the group that I was. Everyone said, you know what, book us in the Hilton. There is a Hilton hotel close to the airport, has free shuttle, restaurants close by. So that's what we've done. I had an amazing night's sleep. So I paid for the hotel for a room for myself with 2 king's beds, so you could share. Everyone wanted their own room, but if you're not flexible in wallet, you would have missed that opportunity. And there's for everyone something to find. So if you have an internet connection at the airport, you can also try to find an Airbnb. But in high season, if this would happen, most of the Airbnbs will be fully booked. So I was so grateful that I could say, and the whole group was grateful, okay, book us in that hotel and we're gonna check out tomorrow. So by flying to Costa Rica, flying through Costa Rica that way, I was fortunate to have a very good night's sleep, and the next morning I came well rested home, finally, with where I live. But I learned that there's 2 major things to really know when you're traveling, or, as Costa Rica travel tips. 1, have your return ticket present, and I would never take the risk again because it was such a hassle. Just imagine if my phone would be empty or whatever, then I had a bigger problem, right? So now I could book this return ticket at the spot, but otherwise, you're screwed. And if you don't have data or internet for some reason, you're screwed as well, because then you cannot show your return ticket. And she was not the nicest person, but this is business, right? This is not about having nice conversations with locals. She was working at customs and immigration, and you just have to just deal with their rules. So this is a rule that I found out is very, very strict. Although my husband was through, they didn't allow me through. Why? I don't know. And the domestic flying is amazing. It saves you a lot of time, but be flexible in mind, schedule and wallet if something goes wrong. The next morning I had a perfect flight. It was bright sky. Domestic flights often get changed in schedule for weather circumstances, or they just don't take any risks, of course. And this was the first time that my flight was changed because of engine problem, but I had it happen before due to weather circumstances. So it is very likely something changes in your flight. Be aware of it. And with that, I hope to serve you here on the Costa Rica channel that is created for Costa Rica lovers and expats and tourists and anyone for somehow interested in Costa Rica. I will never claim that I am the expert, but I share just everything I've learned myself. And since I was away from the channel a while with the purpose, I share a little bit about it in the beginning of my video. I had a lot of adventures all connected to Costa Rica, and I'm going to make videos about it. There is a video coming up about my most favorite taxi driver ever in San Jose. So I'm gonna make a video about him shortly, and about Ubers and taxis and stuff. So be prepared for that. A lot of massive value there as well. And for now, thank you so much for watching. pura vida from Costa Rica, and I'm tuning out now, and see you in my next video. Bye.